Everyone wants a fast loading website, and if your website is taking more than 3 seconds, then the chances are that people leave your website even before it loads. Your website's page speed matters the most. If you want to attract more users to your site, and for that what you need to do is improve your core web vital score. Hi everyone, this is Shiv Gupta, and today in this video I'm going to tell you what basically are core web vitals and how you can improve your website page speed by improving your core web vital score. Core Web Vitals are basically a set of 3 specific web page experience matrices that Google considers super important, and that are largest contentful pane, first input delay, cumulative layout shift. Here you can see that how the Core Web Vitals combine with other site factors to create the page experience signal. And according to Google, Core Web Vitals are going to directly impact the search engine rankings. Now let's discuss how to improve your Core Web Vitals. Strategy number 1, implement lazy loading. If you display images on your site, it is crucial to implement lazy loading on your site. Lazy loading allows loading images at the exact moment when users scroll down through the pages by not compromising the website's loading speed and achieving your LCP score on a top-notch level. For instance, as you can see on the screen, I have just opened this website pexels.com, and as soon as I start scrolling, the images load when I reach to that scroll level. When I scroll further down, further images load. You can also see the scroll bar on the right side. It was very bigger, but as soon as I start scrolling down, the size of it becomes slow. Lazy loading has couple of benefits. Your site's performance can be improved. It can limit the bandwidth usage. It can also improve your site's SEO experience, and it can help visitors on the page and reduce the bounce rate. According to HubSpot, resources say that for those pages containing many images, animations or videos, lazy loading would be considered a must. However, there are no set rules for which pages lazy loading should be implemented. So, if your site's LCP score is poor, you should consider trying lazy loading and then compare the results of before and after implementation. Strategy number 2, optimize and compress images. Sounds quite obvious, don't you think? However, for many websites, the largest element are images. So it is very important to optimize them because it can make your page significantly lighter, thus improving the loading speed, LCP score, user experience, and your ranking on the search engines. Now, when I say optimizing, I am right now talking about compressing the image, reducing the size from MBs to KBs. You can reduce the overall page size by compressing images with tiny JPEG and improving your LCP results. Many people think that the image compression can destroy the quality or resolution. Well, actually you can only see the difference when you zoom it, or if the image is saved in the wrong format. So always try to use JPEG format for landscape images and PNG for graphics. You can also use next generation formats like JPEG 2000, JPEG XR or WebP, but we suggest doing some research beforehand. Besides compressing, another important thing to activate is Content Delivery Network, which is CDN for images. CDN is a network of servers all around the world that stores your content. Since servers are distributing in many different locations, images can be served faster from the server closest to the user. Strategy number 3, provide proper dimension for images and embeds. A CLS score that is over 0.1 is considered as poor, and usually it is caused by elements like image adds or embeds without dimensions in the CSS file. If you want to improve your CLS score, inserting proper dimensions might help you because it helps the browser to allocate the correct amount of space in the page while the element is loading. For example, if the dimension of an image are not in proper size, it usually appears later on the page. A user can bounce back without reading the full content as the visual stats or the other images are not loading or taking too much time to load as they are without proper dimension. So, in order to avoid the situation, you can reserve a space where the images should be displayed. Strategy number 4, improve your server's response time. Server response time is the time that passes between a client requesting a page in a browser and a server responding to that request. It is measured by time to first byte or TTFB. TTFB is basically how many milliseconds it takes to receive the first byte of the page after sending an HTTP request. Google says the longer it takes a browser to receive content from the server, the longer it takes to render anything on the screen. A faster response time directly improves the single page load metric, including LCP. Most importantly, long server response time can negatively influence not only your SEO but also your users' experience. So, collect the data on your server's current performance to understand how you are doing that. Check how fast your web hosting is, use CDN for your website, and review your plugins. Google suggests having a server response time lower than 600 milliseconds. This strategy can be a little bit technical, but don't worry, once you'll send this to your developer, they'll understand it very well. And the strategy is reduce JavaScript. If your report shows a poor FID score, that is first input delay, it means that your page interacts with users over 300 milliseconds. You should consider reducing it and optimizing your JavaScript implementation. This means that the time between your browser execution JavaScript code and the page is reduced. It is also essential to use as little memory as you can, because whenever your site's code requests the browser, it reserves a new memory that stops the JavaScript and might slow down the page. According to Google, one of the ways you can reduce the execution is by delaying unused JavaScript. In order to see if your website has unused JavaScript, first go to your website and press the right mouse click and choose Inspect. Then click on the source and look for 3 dots on the bottom. You should add a tool, Coverage. After you have added it, press the load function. When the load is done, you will see how much JavaScript is not being utilized on your web page. When you have realized the amount of unused JavaScript, you should start to cut it down. One of the ways you can do it is with code splitting. This means to separate one JavaScript bundle into smaller pieces. If you find this a little confusing or a little too technical, don't worry. As I said earlier, developers can easily understand it. So these are my 5 best tips, and if you guys follow these steps properly, you can definitely increase your page loading speed and increase the number of users to your website. If you have any queries related to this, feel free to comment down below.